Flash games. You ever just sitting in your technology class and you're really bored, so you're like, you know what? I'm gonna play a game right now. The games you most likely played were Flash games. You know, this was the pop-up pizzerias, Run, Learn to Fly, anything that played on a website for the most part. I feel like anyone watching this channel has probably had a history with Flash games in one way, shape, or form. We're in a really sad period of time. Flash games are going away soon. December 31st, 2020 is when they're gone. And someone else had realized this too, and they decided to make a tier list. I'll post the video here, also the link in the description, because I don't remember who it was, I just remember I saw the video. But in his tier list, I saw something interesting. I saw not only my first ever Flash game I played, but hands down my favorite Flash game of all time. So you ready for this? My favorite Flash game of all time. Skywire. Now you might be thinking, whoa, Greencat, expert of internet and such. Why? Let me tell you, I got many reasons, alright? I think to give this justice, I'm going to do a comprehensive review of what is a very simple game, to be honest. So what's the goal of the game? You start at one point and you have to get through this course on a set line. You know, you go from beginning to the end, and you have 3 lives to get through there. Hitting anything along the way will lose you one of your lives, and if you lose all 3, you have to restart the level. So how do you play? This game is very simple. It's just 2 buttons, the up arrow and the down arrow. Up arrow moves you forward through the course, while down arrow moves you backwards through the course. Now you may be asking yourself, why would you want to go backwards? It's not really to go backwards, it's more to stop your momentum. This game does really well in keeping the forward momentum that you have through the course, so sometimes you go too fast for your own good and you gotta re-correct yourself. You gotta bring it back a little bit, move backwards a little bit, you know? Now what about the art of this game? Very simplistic, alright, I'm gonna be honest, however, the 8-bit style does the game wonders. All of the enemies this game are very unique, and that was designed on purpose. You see, each of the enemies have their own gimmick or thing that they do, and it stays consistent throughout the entire game. So by making all the enemies, visually distinct, you're able to predict the movement patterns you're supposed to be dodging just at the look of the color of the enemy. Now let me tell you, this is the part I wanted to talk the most about. My favorite part of the game personally, the music. Now let me tell you, alright, when it comes to Flash games, there's some bangers, I can admit, alright? And I might offend a lot of Age of War fans in the comments, however, I personally think this is the best music in Flash games, alright? There's only 2 songs, okay, so it's not much to listen to, but there's the main menu theme, which, it's alright, but the gameplay theme, whew. Yeah, that goes hard, alright? I'm just gonna be honest with you, alright? Now, with such a basic premise, you'd think, man, this doesn't seem that difficult. But you're wrong, idiot, stupid, why'd you think that, alright? You see, the challenge comes with an innate human principle, alright? It's the fact that all of us have the attention span of a goddamn goldfish, alright? Watching the game, you're just like, it seems super easy, but when you're sitting there and you're holding the little up arrow or the little down arrow, you're just like, your brain goes, come on, I just want to go forward. I just want to go forward. So the challenge comes with patience. Not a lot of us have that, alright? If you want to move forward, you gotta slow down a bit. Take your time, dodge the enemy that you're about to come up against, and move forward. Now you might be asking yourself again, alright, that's cool and all, but did you really need a whole video for this? Yes, you know why? Because there's a second game, alright? Now before I even show you anything about this game, let me tell you one thing, alright? There's an ancient phrase, it's kind of as old as time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the people over at, I think it's Nitromi? Whoever made the game, alright? They realized that. So you know what they did? They took the music from the old game, they remastered it. Yeah, that's right. The jams you got from the last game, that's the soundtrack to this game, but a little more high quality. Not the most, okay. Can't say it's like, especially for today's audio compression quality standards, it's not the best, but I mean, like, genuinely, it's the same music, but slightly higher quality. And again, all Flash games kind of just like, you know, your ears start bleeding because they're way too loud, and the developers can figure out how to have the audio be turned downable, but still, it's the same jam, and you just move and groove to it, alright? Now, you might be thinking, alright, so what's so different about this game? That's the trick. There's not much different about this game, alright? Except for one thing, alright? With your second game, you gotta go a little bigger and better. So what did they add? 2-player mode, alright? You and your friend can now play this game together. I mean, that's great. They also added added boss levels, which is an interesting concept to me, you know, it's like there's one main enemy for the level. I only got past one because it's just whatever I could beat in like 10 minutes, but you know. I will definitely say the second game has a bit nicer feeling of controls. The first game was a little floaty, so the second game kind of tightens that up. There's a lot of similarities in the previous visuals, however, they've improved them. They've added a bit more, they've defined some of the enemies a bit more, and they've just made it look just a bit nicer. I mean, like, this is the peak of linear gameplay, alright? One of my favorite features as a kid, alright, was each time you went, the 3 lives, or the people that got on the little Skywire thing, they were all randomized. So like, you know, your 10-year-old brain, you're like, oh, you know, I identify with this character, I like this one the most, this one's not dying no matter what I do. Then sometimes they do, and I would genuinely reset the game until I got that one character again and finish them at the end. Now, is Skywire the best Flash game? Probably not. I mean, there's Happy Wheels. I mean, you watch PewDiePie, how's it going, bros? You know, that's like hours of content, alright? Our childhood was probably built on Happy Wheels. However, I still personally believe that for myself, Skywire is still my favorite Flash game. And I'd say you all give yourself the treat of going and trying it and playing it for yourselves. You don't have much time left. You know, December 31st is very close on its way. You know, unless Elon Musk decides to come in and save Flash, I think we're seeing the end of all Flash games. Like, no joke, I genuinely re-downloaded Flash just for this video so that I could get some gameplay footage. It's a good game. Soon you won't be able to play it, so I recommend, please, give yourself the treat of playing Skywire and Skywire 2. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's a bit shorter of a video, but, you know, still a Greencat video. If you like, you know, hit the little button at the bottom, that little thumbs up, I recommend you click it. And hey, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I mean, let me know if you want this style of video more, short form, you know, me just spouting words at you, you know, talking about games like this, you know, little Flash games. I'd definitely be down to do another Flash game review, because there's definitely a couple that I've spent a good bit of time on. We'll see you guys in the next episode.